In this example, weight properties and abbreviations, we're going to talk about the weight command, and we're going to also talk a little bit more about properties and how you can set properties via script or via code, and also a little bit about some of the abbreviations you can use when you're coding in LiveCode. So I'm going to go ahead and double click and start this up. Starts up the example stack, the example project. And what you're looking at again is just one field and one button. And when I click this particular button, you're going to notice some things change to the field. So let's see what happens. Now you'll notice a couple things. We added text to the field, and you've seen that in other examples, but you'll also notice that the color of the field changed from red to orange and then back to white. And you'll notice it was all time too, so things happened during specific periods of time. There were some pauses in between of the information. Otherwise, if there weren't any pauses, you would blink and all that color changing and all that text would disappear in essentially the blink of an eye. So how did we do that? Well, we're going to go ahead and move this out of the way here. And I'm going to go ahead and create a new stack. So to do that, I'm going to go back up to my menu bar and choose New Main Stack. Then I'm going to drag out a new field. Resize that a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and drag out a button. Put that right there. I might go ahead and manually change the text style of the font that is used in this field. And to do that, I can double click on the field to bring up the property inspector. And then I'm just going to go down to where it says text formatting. And I'm going to say, you know what, I want to align the text center. I want it to be bold, and let's make it at least 12-point size. So now I've kind of manually changed the font of this particular field. So if I type in here right now, you'll notice that it's bold and it's also aligned center. But we're going to make that text appear automatically in this field, and we're going to make the text change color. So to do that, I need to edit this particular button, and I need to put some code behind it. And we're going to also use the onMouse event. So let's move these over a little bit. Give myself a little room. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put some text into this field. So the first thing I did was something to the effect of it read, "I'm feeling kind of weird." So I'm just going to cut and paste that in there. So we've got another put command. Notice the text is in quotation marks because that's everything that's going to show up in the field. And then we've got into card field 1. So that's pretty straightforward. You've seen that before, but what we're going to do now is we're going to make it wait before it does the next piece of this particular script or this code. So we're just going to put in wait 2 seconds. And when we do that, then it won't do the next thing for 2 seconds. That's what the wait command does. So next what we'll do is we're going to set the background. The background color is a property of the field, of field 1 to red. All right. Oops, I've got a little typo here. Let's fix that. So set the background color of field 1 is the next thing that's going to happen. Then we're going to go ahead and put new text in there and put, let's see, I think it was "I'm hot." And that's why it's turning red. And notice something I just did there. In the first line of code, we've got into card field 1, and I've spelt it out. In this particular part, in this script, line 5, I've just put into CD FLD1. Card, it can be abbreviated when you're coding as CD, and field can be abbreviated when you're coding to just FLD to save a little time when you're typing things out. So the remainder of this code is just a matter of changing the wait time, the color, and then the text that we're putting into the field. All things you've seen now, you should be familiar with. So now we've got all the code in there. So we went from I'm feeling hot in card, put that in card field 1. It's going to wait 2 seconds. Then it's going to set the background color of field 1 to orange. Then it's going to put new text into the field. It's going to wait 2 more seconds. It's going to set the background color to red. It's going to put new text in there. It's going to wait 2 more seconds. It's going to change the background color to nothing. You'll see there's nothing in between the quotes, which essentially takes all the color out of it. And then it's going to put new text in there. So anytime you see something where there's 2 quotation marks together, like here we have 2 quotation marks surrounding the color red. When you just have 2 quotation marks surrounding nothing, that's essentially telling the script or the code to put empty or to put nothing in this particular background color. So if we put background color is nothing, then it's just going to be blank. There'll be no color. It'll be plain. I'm going to go ahead and click apply. Good thing we don't have any errors. If there was an error, it would show up here. And then when we click the browse tool and select the button, we should see the actions take place when we do a mouse up, and it fills the properties of the field and changes the text.